Welcome team, Otter Jones here, and today we want to present a super easy way to farm beasts using the Temple of Chaos. So what you need for this is the green Inscribed Ultimatum, which is the quest version that you get from the Chimera boss in Act 3. One key thing to remember is we're not going to complete the trial. We're only going to do the first 3 stages because we're just farming for beasts, and if we portal out early, we're good to go. So upon entering, you're going to get an option to select some of the modifiers. The one you want to look for is rare monsters. That adds an extra modifier to each of our beasts out here, so it just gives us a bit of a higher chance to find some mods that we're looking for whatever works for your build. So there's 4 beasts here that we can capture, the first of which is the Stoneclad Gorilla, which is what you see here on the screen. This guy's pretty great. He does a big slam, he goes off the top rope. Good for stunning, good for clearing packs. He is a little slow though, so getting some speed on him, like a haste or enraged aura, is going to be super helpful. And we'll take a look at him in action here in a second. Here we go. So a little kaiju fight for you. Like I said, off the top rope there. Double axe handle smash. A lot of spirit reservation there. Generally, like the bigger beasts are going to have more spirit reservation, which you'll have to consider if you're using any other minions or other auras with your beast or your companion setup. So as I said before, we're just going to clear these zones normally. We're looking for some nice rare beasts. Try to make sure you're not so powerful that you're one-shotting everything. You want to be able to at least read their modifiers. You can also use this farm to pick up some currency and socketed items and things that might be useful, especially on like a league start or your first character roll through. So we'll just continue along to our second choice. Going into the second stage, you'll have another opportunity to find the rare monster modifier. We'll take a look here, see if we get lucky. We did not. But something else to note is make sure you're taking the negative modifiers that aren't going to kill your build. So, you know, enemies can't be stunned, might mess up your build if you're playing like Bone Shatter or something like that. So just make sure you're reading those before you take them. But we are looking for rare modifiers as our priority. So the second beast we found was the Crested Behemoth here. Another really cool beast. He's got that hyper beam. He's got a double 180 kick out slam that you saw there. Overall, he looks really cool and he can do a ton of damage, but he's a little on the slow side again. Ton of life though. I think we captured one and got him up to like 100,000 life, which is really cool. So very tanky. And here's him in action. Another kaiju fight. A little hyper beam. You get a little double stomp. Boom. 360 no scope slam right there. Very cool beast. Even with hasted and enraged though, we have one like you saw there that had hasted. He's a little faster, but still not quite what we're looking for, especially when you're trying to maneuver around packs and clear screens and all that. So with this second round here, this specific stage, as you kill monsters, you'll notice as the time runs out, they'll spawn faster and faster. So towards the end, you really have a few extra opportunities to see some rare monsters. Just make sure you can either capture or kill them as fast as possible, because you don't want to lose out on your opportunity to catch the perfect beast, like I might have a few times. But also just gather any extra loot that's going to help you along the way. So completing round 2, this is your third opportunity to find the rare monster modifier from the Ultimatum Challenge. If I didn't find it right here and I'm just trying to rapid fire this farm, I might just teleport out then and there. But we are trying to show a full run and kind of what it looks like and generally how long it takes. So we'll take a look, see what we get, and we're going to proceed to the next challenge anyway. So we lucked out again. It's all good. Or our luck ran out, if you will. But this third round is still going to give you a chance to perhaps find about 3 to 4 different more rare monsters. So just keep an eye out for mods that you like. And as we enter here, we're going to find 2 more of our beasts that we captured, the 2 others that you have opportunity for here. One of which being the Cerberic Bat. Cerberic? Cerberic. Let me know how that's said in the comments. You can take your time. Like as I said before, any build really is going to work out for you as long as you have some good survivability. We use this Mace Bone Shatter character, but I had a really good time with the Rake Stomping Ground, Amazon. It was super easy. There's our bat. So he blows fire. He shoots Plague Breath or like a Poison Breath attack, and he has some stomps and slams as well. There he is in action. Again, pretty good chunk of spirit there. But his projectile and breath attacks can kind of make up for a little bit of his slow speed, because you could apply corrosion and various different stuff to supplement your build there. So there'll be one more beast that we'll take a look at here when we open up the north wall, and that's the Scoot Lizard. Again, another like pretty decent little beast. Okay damage. I caught one with some pretty good modifiers early on, and I ended up using it till like level 70. So yeah, no complaints. There he is on the left. He does some swipes, a little bit of a kind of a slam move there. Here's a quick clip of him in action. His alternating swipes. Again, it really just depends on what your modifiers you're looking for. So once we complete the 3rd round, we are not going to finish the challenge. We're not going to fight the boss. We're going to open up a portal and return back to the encampment. Once we're back in the encampment, we're going to head northeast over to the waypoint. We're not going to open our menu like that for no reason. Then we're going to head back to the Temple of Chaos. And really, this is just the simplest way to explain it, but you could reset it from that screen, I believe. You're going to select the waypoint, select the Temple of Chaos again, go to your instance manager, select a new instance, reset the entire zone. Then you're going to go back to the altar. You're going to click open on the ultimatum, and that's going to give you a whole new Chaos Temple to farm. Thanks for watching the video. We appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.